Welcome to Huntsville, Texas, and Elliott T. Bowers Stadium, home to the Bearcats of Sam Houston State, who have built a rich winning legacy and one that they hope follows them to the upper reaches of college football. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the Fresno State Bulldogs, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Sam Houston Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Fresno State will kick it off, and we will be underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Makuba. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the offense on first down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Quick pass on the fly motion. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. A designed run for the quarterback. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Finds his man enough for the first. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. A first down for the offense. On the option. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the 4th quarter.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Fires left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
The Bearcats moving quickly to the line. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. On the option. Makes one man miss. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
They'll give it to the back. Finds a crease at the 20. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. The Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Got enough space. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bearcats. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. Lining up for the PAT. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Getting set for first down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Got the first down and more. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They want to run this quarterback. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. And it's right down the boulevard. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front.
The ball squirts free. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21.
Brings up second down.
This offense has a second down play. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The stress that a guy who can run that fast puts on a defense, even if it's a pass play, he has them on edge all the time.
Oh, the D coordinator. This guy gives them nightmares every night leading up to this game, because if you don't have people accounting for him and your eyes go to the wrong place or someone's out of position, that dude is gone.
To the air, it's Ali. Using the quick game. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you're looking for from a defense. You're expecting runs, second and goal. Got to find a way. You can't give an inch. This part of the field, this yard marker right here, you've got to be physical. Nice job by the defense.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're lining up to boot it away. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Comes out throwing on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. It's complete on the right side. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And the Bearcats in the hurry-up. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Going for 6. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Going up top on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Man, that is one this QB is going to wish he had back. That receiver was so wide open. There was nobody even near him, and the quarterback somehow overthrew him.
Coming after it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the ball is picked off. Got room on the return. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Sam Houston. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Just about set for the 2nd half kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a score.
Going downfield for the big play. They intercept it. Looking for more room. He's inside the 40. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Line gets set, 1st down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he's running in the open. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bearcats! The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. The home team has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. The away team is hanging in there, but they're going to need something to break their way, and soon. They're up by 4 over the Pandas. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He'll keep it himself. Oh, it's loose. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. Things look great with that field position a few plays ago, but now it's 3rd and 6. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Plows through the defense. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Bearcats will have it 1st and 10. From the gun. Give on the inside. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Touchdown, Bearcats! And the route is on. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going here.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Looking to go up top on first down. He lets it fly. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll try the run. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking downfield, it's Ali. Going for it all. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
I know you want to keep the ball away from the other offense, but going for it inside your own 40? On fourth down, looking to pass. On the move, he fires. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
They think there's room to run to the right here. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Sam Houston! And the pummeling has started.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
And the point after is good. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. Just about set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Sam Houston, 42. Fresno State, 10.
First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. Get it out on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm now. They're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
There's just so much for this defense to think about right now. They've had strong side runs thrown at them. Now the counter. And they know that this offense can work in the play action off of all these base runs too. So much offensive volume this defense needs to worry about at this point in the game.
And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
And the Bulldogs line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And with that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing.
Fresno State, 17.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Ball goes out of bounds. The onside kick is unsuccessful, and they'll take over after the penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. Smart move to keep it on the ground. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. The flag and another delay of game penalty. They do know there's a play clock up, right? So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll go right back to the run. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. He now has 85 yards rushing, and he's making sure the defense feels him in this opening game. A 3rd and long coming up here. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
Man, there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And he's bounced out of bounds, but not before a very productive pickup.
That's a great example of a receiver knowing. Where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
The inside handoff. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. We've waited so long